That's no worries whatsoever, Rod. Definitely understandable. Thank you so much for being here and lurking, dude. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, hopefully.
The horn sounds for a new arrival.
There we go. It works. The Wrath of the Druids. To the west, Ireland is attempting to unify under one High King, but regions distrust one another. Ancient grudges fester, and set of Vikings are still finding their place. Can Ravensthorpe and find friends so far afield? A visitor will arrive at Ravensthorpe's dock to launch this adventure. Cheers to it, Rod. I appreciate that. You have a good one. And we should go ahead and give you a shout out here as well. So guys, if you haven't checked out Rod yet, I can highly recommend doing so. He's also a big fan of Assassin's Creed, also plans on playing the DLC on the weekend, I think. And yeah, he's very knowledgeable about the series as well, so definitely check out his channel if you haven't yet. And I will quickly take the chance here to change my streaming title. Right, there we go. Let's get back into it. If that's the voice, Rod, always happy to give you a shout out, dude. I'll catch you later.
Who would it be?
Right, let's talk to the new arrival.
Hytham? Things have not gone as planned. Hytham!
Hytham. You know an assassin?
Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
What is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Ranvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely cleared.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
Interesting. Eivor's beard? Yeah, that's still from the Ostara festival. Is this surreal life? Is it just fantasy? Yeah, maybe a bit of both. Maybe. There's actually something I wanna do real quick. I wanna hide my helmet. And then I'm actually gonna change my hairstyle as well. Given the Ostara festival is over and all that.
Show me what lies ahead.
How to grip. There it is.
Eivor! Good day. I've been working on some designs.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
Alrighty, so we go for the error. That we have a TS originally? I think it is. Yeah, that's the floral hair. So I think I just want to go for the classic look for Eivor currently. So we go for that. Then beard wise we go for this length, I think. Yeah. Let's go for that.
Anything else I can do for you?
Actually, this is it may be too long.
May I see
Beard.
your store?
Don't like how it hangs over his chest there. Maybe just go like this.
Nothing more?
Still bearded, but not quite as long.
I will see you later, friend.
A good day to you.
Alright, cool. Then, yeah, we should be ready to go ahead to the first mission, Irish Trade. We've got to travel to the naval blockade, and it is at the mouth of the Neen River. Up here. We also do have a codex page, apparently. For Azar. Azar was born into a wealthy Persian family in the city of Shiraz. Her father recognized her as a shrewd merchant and put his growing commerce in her capable hands. Due to the attitudes of a male-dominated field, she adopted a masculine name and mannerisms which led her to the discovery that she was gender fluid. Her close friends continued using feminine pronouns as per Azar's wish. The wealth and influence of her family kept her protected from too much scrutiny. So long as the trade was good, after all, who cared who did the trading? Her life from that point becomes murky in the written records, but Azar somehow cropped up in Dublin, where she became a sort of right-hand person to King Bardet. Interesting. So she might be of importance to the whole trading system that apparently is part of the ESC. Right, I would say we're just gonna travel there with a longship. We're gonna utilize some fast travel here. We'll just take the ship. Indeed. It's time for the wrath.
Let's go. We need to row our way out. Strike up a tune.
So the son of slaughter saw his standard setting forth, setting sail.
catch the wind!
And I'm quite excited for Ireland, just to see, like, you know, the first side of it, and how it would differ from, you know, England as well. Also, I'm quite interested in the soundtrack. I wonder who actually made it, and what type of, like, instruments it will utilize. I heard a lot more flute in the trailer for the game. But yeah, another thing I found interesting is that when they announced the DLCs, Wrath of the Druids seem to be like a lot darker and sinister in the atmosphere, which is something I also look forward to. You know, get spooked a little bit maybe.
Sing us a song. We need an epic tale. Sail down!
Okay, so apparently there's a naval blockade. Guess you're just gonna start the raid here.
Is the blockade to be cleared?
Indeed. Let's do it.
We raid! You lose now!
Let's try this.
Look out. They won't like that.
Okay, can I spot enemies from here? Not really. Hold on, actually, let me check something real quick. I wonder if I have actually turned on the volume 4, which I haven't. It's better. It's kind of like, why is this so quiet?
Won't take long!
Pathetic! There's the carpet! Nail it! Be wary of don't bite.
We'll kill you, you
Together!
Your demise. Indeed. Still in England though. But yeah, we just started the first quest. Okay, there's still some stuff I had to destroy here. This thing.
One more should do it. Assar's trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin.
Go up! Damn you!
Bit fire. I like how we have so much fire resistance that it basically doesn't deal damage to us anymore. Or like barely. It was kind of funny how like he was still on fire and then he put A4 on fire while the assassination was happening. Also look at this kitty. It's a Viking cat, which comes with us on raids.
What do you think you're doing?
Let the sail out! Sing, my ravens.
That is the Black Raven sale. I think that actually was in the Redder store last week. For like... not even that many Opa actually. Kind of liked it, so I just said like, you know, let's get it.
Look there! Priest to peel it!
Also got a new Raven skin recently, which is Eugene. Yeah, dude, I like it as well. Reminds me a little bit of like Odyssey cells, to be honest. Kind of like the style of it.
Reeve sail! Hold here!
Right. Let's go ahead and pop back to Azar. I like that name actually. Azar. And let me actually do something else as well. I want to change my weapon setup a little bit. You're going to be a lucky boy. That's a very surmise. Definitely understandable. I hope you have a good time when you play with DLC tonight. And yeah, enjoy your luck. Stay spoiler free. So, I think to represent the Raven clan in Ireland, I'm gonna go for the Bannerman Spear. And the Bannerman Spear increases attack when we are equipped with a shield. So what I did is I chose the Morrigan Scar because it has chance of Poison Cloud and Parry, which is nice. But I gave it the Raven clan shield skin. So now we basically have a banner spear with a Raven clan symbol and then the shield as well to go with it. So representing the clan. And we also benefit from, you know, having a shield equipped. Then one thing we can do is equip a special rune. Let's see. Critical damage after each hit is quite nice. Attack when close to full health is really good actually. Could ignite the weapon after critical hits. Maybe I go for this actually. Yeah. Let's do that. And then we could have parrying has a chance to create fire and poison. So like combo of both. We can also upgrade it further, apparently. Okay, and then I would give it shield, I think, stun. So that, and we have more stun. Yeah, that works. Alright, cool. And I think we're ready to start the DLC and go to Ireland. That's what's going to be happening next.
Azar, the river's clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
The Irish outpost. From the court of Dublin's glorious king, Barret Mac Imair. Hello, cousin Ivor. I hope the surprise is a pleasant one. It has been many years since we parted. Word has reached me that we are now both on the same side of the North Sea. I'm certain that you are busy, but could we have a reunion? In addition to the joy of a reunion, you could advance trade for your band of Norse. Azar's expanding Dublin's markets. Do come. I look forward with pleasure to your arrival. Your cousin, Barret.
My cousin Barith is alive and king of Dublin. The Northnir never failed to delight.
So is it actually like a cousin? Like I thought he just said that to kind of like symbolize, you know, yeah, you like a homie. That's interesting if that's actually like a cousin of Eivor.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
I am.
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Hey there, Sam. Yes, indeed, we're starting the Wrath of the Druids DLC. Yeah, I was kind of like playing Unity to pass the time because the DLC was yet to be released. But now that it has, we're finally jumping into this one. Says Good Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids.
Ireland, a patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Barith, as Norse as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Barith as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barrett's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people.
Say, Ronnie. Welcome, dude. Dublin. Let's go.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith, but let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Assar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
I love the view on this building up there.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
So this, I guess, kind of like introduction to the marketplace. As you can see, there's like lots of trading going on here, and as far as I have heard, it's gonna be a very important part of the DLC as well.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me?
No bow.
The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out. Think you can get them all?
I guess.
Of course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
Damn good shot!
It's a very nice bow. Thank you, Barith.
Steps off the boat after a long sea voyage and shoots like a master.
The Norse Gale bow. Interesting. Poison your arrows when hitting weak points. Okay, that's kinda good. Yeah. I do like that actually. Eivor was welcomed to Ireland by Barith, King of Dublin and a long-lost cousin. Was unlocked another region, which is Ireland. Early medieval Ireland was formed of many small kingdoms, often at war. The High King was meant to oversee the lot of them, in theory. Particularly troublesome were some of the larger territories. Fractious Ulster, foggy yet mysterious Connacht, bustling North Dublin, and Meath, land of Flann Sinna himself. Barith Mac Imair. Barith's Viking father, Imair, pronounced Ivar, and not to be confused as some historians have with the colourful Ragnarsson fella, raided Ireland with some regularity, enjoying himself so much that he eventually brought his entire family from Norway to join the fun. They settled in Dublin, its own small kingdom. In fact, Imair rose to become actual king of that storied city. As a Viking city surrounded by Irish kingdoms, Dublin existed under constant threat and was largely burned by the Irish in a siege that resulted in Imair's death. Barith thus inherited the kingdom in tatters. Showing a talent for commerce, he rebuilt Dublin into a trading hub with connections across the known world. And we got a new faction, the Irish. Embroiled in seemingly endless turf war, the northern and southern Irish clashed with one another over the high kingship for centuries, with power changing hands between two branches of dynastic families, the northern Uí and southern Uí. When in power, the Irish to the north ruled out the Ulster, while those to the south ruled from the Kingdom of Meath. Throughout the 9th century, the escalating tensions between the two sides may not have disappeared, but the arrival of the Danes and subsequent Viking raids garnered the attention of all Christian-blooded Irishmen. Under Ead Finlaith, the Irish successfully fought off the Vikings in the 9th century, and in 866 cleared them of Ulster almost entirely. What followed was a period of relief from Danish incursions, but it was also the resumption of the age-old war for Ireland's throne. And I guess we have to assist Bardiv in this quest of him becoming the King of Ireland. Not just Dublin. Also, this is a map apparently. We have Meath, Connacht, and Ulster in Dublin. And apparently the power is only 55 suggested. So it's yeah, quite easily accessible, apparently. You don't even have to play past 20 hours of Valhalla, I guess. Yeah, it's also not the entirety of Ireland as well, which is interesting. This place looks interesting with all the water and potential swamps. Ooh, look at this. That's a concept art for the Wrath of the Druids. Let me go ahead and make a quick screenshot of this, so I can save it. There we go. You bet there's something mean in that swamp area. Yeah, I mean, looking at this concept art, which is right next to it, there's a druid standing in the woods. Or what seems to be like a druid. And it doesn't look super inviting either, but honestly, I dig the whole atmosphere of this. I look forward to getting there.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. Don't get distracted! I built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Asa told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit. Over here, Eivor!
How kan de alla gått dig mjölksilver? De älskar det.
Seems like we're going to the longhouse of the Vikings.
There, up ahead. My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Seems like there's already a bug with the lighting happening. Let's hope it's gonna get resolved later on. But yeah, if you look like towards the sun, you can see these like flashes happening, right? It
Eivor!
wasn't a thing in England.
Here!
Up, Barad, Fodia.
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Sure, let's talk to everybody here. We have Azar.
Azar, I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you? You would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who is always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting. Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades, if one needed ammunition.
Thank you, Azar. Your company is always enlightening.
Okay, that's a weird information to share.
That I follow your example. The example of a pack mule.
Maybe I have to do like a fighting contest against him or something. Then I can like, talk about him shedding his bed. But yeah, currently I'm not sure how or why I won't have a motivation to, embarrass him like that.
Hey, you're Boris' cousin. It's a grand...
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate future King Siegfried.
Can I ask, what is your life like in this city?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Enjoy the feast, friend.
You as well.
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the arse.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Maybe you can now, I hear you shit your pants. I was just about to say, can we now, tell him about that? But yeah, obviously that's not gonna be the first thing I'm gonna, tell him. Let's just start with a simple hello.
I was looking forward to meeting my cousin's son.
So, you're the cousin who Da speaks so fondly of. Is the old fool reduced to importing Vikings now?
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then, if you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
Oh, he's very confident. I'm gonna get tracked. With this. Dead. I'll get another. There you go. Welcome back, Levy.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone?
We should give or get the option to now say that he shed his pants. Would be funny, you know, David, in this moment.
A visit to Norway might do a young Viking girl like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
You aren't happy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barith can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
Oh yeah, he got humbled. Okay, so he's at the family burial ground south of Dublin. He's atop a hill near a large tree. Yeah, he did. Didn't stay on his ego trip, I guess. And the sliding bug is kind of irritating. Apparently we get a chest for this. You see the sliding bug? It's like flashing. I'm actually gonna have a save real quick and reload to see if that fixes it. Mind, I gotta get on ground. Whenever we look towards like the light, it happens.
Let's see you, old friend.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have a save here. And go back to the title screen and reload. Hopefully that does it. Focus for Dublin, indeed. Yeah, I'm quite excited to do some stories around Dublin. I started like half an hour ago, Levy, but we just arrived in Ireland in Dublin, so haven't really done much yet in the DLC. We just started. Yes, indeed, Festival does. It just released for PC. I think for Xbox it was already available if you go to the DLC directly in the store. Not sure how it is for PlayStation though. But for PC it just released. Okay, so I did read for Xbox that if you go to the store, right, to the DLC directly, that you will have a chance to download it there. But I'm not sure if there's like a difference between Season Pass or if you buy it as a standalone. So yeah, I think you gotta go to the DLC directly and then it should give you the option to download, I think. still happening. Still flashing. Let's see if meditating does anything. How changing the light.
Sunan, guide me.
Well, I guess it's connected to sunlight. But given that it seems to be still an issue during daytime, I meditate again. Ah, very nice, Das. That's good to hear. Glad you got it figured out. The Ubisoft definitely had some issues with the DLC. And I'm still having this kind of like flashy light bug. Okay guys, I'm gonna make a quick restart of the game. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, I guess it's just a bug for the DLC and we can't change it. Also, Fesvitas, thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that. And yeah, I really hope you have a good time with the DLC once it's downloaded. But yeah, if this doesn't fix it, then we just have to live with it, I guess. Still not done with work, by the way. How far have you gotten with your reviews, Levy? Are you getting closer to the target? You did fall asleep during the training? You did? Oh no. Well, that's good, Levy. I'm glad you're getting there. Why does it still happen?
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Actually, it doesn't. So restarting the game actually fixes that flickering issue. Apparently. That's good. Nice. So that's resolved. I'm kinda curious. We have a chest here, but we need a key to open it. We have a key right there. Alright, that opens the door. Time to get inside. Black Pool. My grandfather tells me that our precious muggy Black Pool is the reason Barrett's castle is where it is. The old Vikings wanted to feel secure, and the pond itself was a form of defense. Anyone crossing it would get stuck in fetid mud. He claims that the old Gaels called it Dublin for Black Pool, and that became the city's name. Huh. Is that true? I had no idea it came from Blackpool. Ah, seriously, game. Now the game has crashed. Oh yeah, that's a good start, Ubisoft. Delay the launch like hell, create some bugs, let the game crash. But yeah, it's still good. I just hope that we're out of the worst now. Told them I said everything would be broken. Yeah. I mean, I can live with all this stuff. What kind of just annoys me is kind of the super delayed launch of the DLC. Like, it didn't launch until like 11 hours until it was supposed to launch, I guess. Love new software. Yeah, Ronnie. It's always working A+. Try to play a little Valhalla and you were all messed up from playing AC2. Yeah, it can be quite irritating, going from one control scheme to another. I reckon in Valhalla, if you wanted to loot the chest now, you pressed B instead of Y. Alrighty. Food. Shoot up this. And that's all. Oh god, I have a flashing bug happening again. Are you serious?
I need your eyes, my friend.
It's not happening against the sun this time, though. It's only underwater. Well, I can live with that, I guess. Pulling the trigger and hitting A to run, which is bound to fake death ability. To try to run instead fall over. Very silly. Yeah, imagine that you want to like get quickly out of the area and then you just play death. But I guess it's one way to, you know, escape, I guess.
What do you see, Sunan?
Okay, so Bardet is up here. Let's have a look how he's doing.
Bardeth. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a sullen debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky, moonlight on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come, if we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away.
Oh, look at this. That looked kinda scary.
Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
Why Thor's hammer, Barith? I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Kinda interesting that, you know, that creature had like glowing eyes. I wonder how that's it's like explained. Or if it's just like, you know, mind trick or something.
Give yourself.
Hey there.
What? Back! Grab him! Bind his hands!
Who are these
men? Damn you bastards! Don't let the fates throw you!
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flann. That's certain.
Yeah. That animation looked interesting.
Brigands roam the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
A lot of force has been used there, apparently. And the material seems to be quite stable of a spear.
Over here, Eivor!
Yeah, Eivor is so strong, like that's no biggie impaling people with it.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Borith. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two, but then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Borith, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Borith, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flaun's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I have never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flan on Rise of Sun. Bareth said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn about Thorstein.
Ah, that sucks, Levy. Required the lynx? As a pet? Or as a mount, I guess? Okay, interesting. Lynx kind of came out of nowhere. Like, Eivor can't stop themselves from meddling with everything. Yeah, Eivor likes to get involved. That's for sure. Okay, let's get the Code Rage ability. Ignore hit interruptions by performing successive regular melee attacks. This effect recharges after a few seconds. Ava must track down Thorstein and bring him before Bardet to deliver justice. We also have a new entry for, let's see, Siegfried. Bardet mag immer his only child. Siegfried has grown up ashamed that his father is more interested in forming trading alliances and cozying up to the High King than in traditional Viking attributes like courage and manliness. The boy became rebellious, but too ineffective to really counter his father. He is left feeling sullen and disillusioned, as I suppose any teenager would, but this mopey lad is meant to be become King of Dublin, eventually. Okay, I think there's a few things I would like to do around Dublin real quick. I would like to get this viewpoint. Maybe also check out the mystery. Just get a bit more familiar with the city. First viewpoint in Ireland. Oh, looks like we have a raiding location over there, Lemby Abbey. Very interesting. Okay, let's have a look at the map here. We have an artifact down here. Check out what's down to the south east there. Kind of interesting, we get like clothing, which is a new item, which I would assume is kind of like part of trading system, like one of the things you can trade. Letter from Barrett's wife. Barrett, my love. I hope and pray all is well. Here in Cadares, the waters flow down from the Pyrenees and are most soothing. Mother's improvement is a blessed miracle. I think of you each day, each hour. Have patience with Sigrid. It has always been difficult, but I have hope that from his moods and outbursts a man of substance will emerge. Your loving wife, Sedip. Tuatha de Danann. Long before men came to Ireland, a people descend like mist from the skies and settled here. The Tuatha de Danann. Divine heroes these, women and men of knowledge and delight, makers of the ancient stones speckled throughout our island as well as the Lea Pharaoh itself. They lived a life of peace and wisdom, inspiring the Druids who were to come after. So yeah, I think this is connecting to perhaps the Isu folk that settled down in Ireland, perhaps. And the Druids seem to, you know, be like a cult, perhaps, that tries to worship them. Maybe. But yeah, they're also makers of the ancient stones speckled throughout the island. So maybe we can interact with, like, you know, Isu architecture or something? Not sure, but it will be interesting. Oh, nice, we got a picked scheme for the head as a tattoo. Very nice. Look at this, there's stone. I wonder if this is, you know, meant to be one of these ancient stones. Make the offering 15 delicacies. We don't have 50 delicacies.
Best not to draw attention here.
What's going on?
Okay, let's get out of here and go to the main quest. What? What's that? guess another bug or something.
I'll never learn.
Oh, is this chess or something?
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank too much and I am desperate to calm my belly.
I cannot help your belly, but could you tell me what you know of this man, Thorstein?
Ah, Dad told you I tried to join his gang, eh? Thorstein is a real Vikinger. Like you, but louder.
You weren't allowed to join?
Too young and gangly. Amar wouldn't even show me where his hideout is.
Tell me a bit about this Amar.
Likes her ale the way kittens like milk. Spends her time getting tiddly on the docks, chatting up passers-by.
I will speak to her. Perhaps Thorstein will regret not letting you in his gang.
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Amar. She's a vicious fighter.
What do you see?
Yeah, sounds good, Ronnie. You have a good time with Wrath of the Druids. I really hope you enjoy the DLC. And yeah, catch you next time, dude. Have fun.
Enjoying her ale. Likely to be Amar. What are you drinking, friend?
The finest ale in town. I like fine things, so you have my attention. What are you doing here, darling?
Looking for good drink and good company?
You've stumbled into the right alehouse. Excellent ale and better conversation.
The ale leads to chatting, leads to... well, who knows?
Ooh, let's find out.
What's all the thunder about?
You're going to start. So slow.
Yeah, she doesn't stand a chance. Done this too many times.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked!
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of Thorstein. I'm one of his most trusted friends.
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
He's like a brother to me. A not very bright brother. He entrusted me with the key to his secret lair.
He has a lair. I would very much like to see that.
Over in Dubke Landing? Sorry. Thorstein would get all pouty. But perhaps you'd like to join me for a meal.
I'd rather join you for something else.
Ooh, can't wait to find out what that is. But hold that thought. I don't feel well. I best move about a bit.
Won't be gentle if they spot a need to get that key from her.
I like how technically Eivor's just flirting with her because
If I'm careful, I can avoid a fight.
because you know, he needs a key. He's just trying to get her favor, I guess. So I need to steal the key. But she's guarded by bodyguards, so maybe I just can wait for an opportune time. Okay, so bodyguards wait there.
Amar, you are a too trusting fool. Your key is mine. Now to find Thorstein's hideout.
It's kind of cool, actually. You know, given that this mission both establishes kind of like Eivor using social stuff, but you know, trying to blend in with her, getting her favor. Then we also have to do like a little stealth part, you know, with like stealing. I do like that. Also, have a Mona. In the morning, dim servers. Hello, good sir. Hello, all. Slides back into the bushes. That's the verse, Mona. I hope things are gonna relax a little bit again, and that the servers is gonna, or issues gonna be resolved soon. And yeah, enjoy your lurk, Mona. Hope you enjoy. Okay, I can't go inside here apparently. Didn't quite open the door, but I think it opened a window entrance. Yeah, you didn't see anything.
Cast about this land, my friend. This place is heavily guarded.
Okay, so that's their hideout. I love this bow. This bow has the effect that the further you are away from an enemy, the more damage you will deal. Which is perfect for a bow in my opinion, because, you know, you want to be far away. You want to be able to one-shot enemies as well.
Is this the lair Amar spoke of? I am here for you, Thorstein. Now I've got you, Thorstein, my friend.
Where in the name of Freya's fat ninch is Amar?
I don't know, Thorstein. You know how she is.
Swilling ale? Now? She's gotten worse than ever.
You want us to look for her, Thorstein?
She yanks my scabbard, that one. Now go about your duties. She'll show up.
Okay, he's gonna chill on his throne. Can't assassinate him, we have to capture him. So... I don't know. So just gonna try to take them out stealthily as much as I can. There we go. Gotcha.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barit Makiva.
Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Boris serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Paperwood Soja. It is indeed, yeah. Wrath of the Druids DLC. Okay, gotta go this way. Just arrived in Dublin, so just doing missions over in the city. I haven't really explored much of the landscapes of Ireland though.
Common refuse. Delivered to your judgment, King Badir.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Badir, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me. Eivor, how shall I deal with this ruffian?
Dignified execution, a brutal death, a display of cruelty. Yeah, I don't think he has to suffer more than he has to. Like, all of these options are pretty much him dying, right? So I guess it's not an option for him to stay alive. In that case, like, if he has to die, then, you know, then he shouldn't suffer more than he has to. Almost done, Levy. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I wonder if display of cruelty still means a death. You know, that doesn't really, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it is. I guess a display of cruelty would even be more brutal than a brutal death, would it? So yeah, let's go for a dignified execution. Also have a BAM. Yeah, I haven't really played far into the DLC yet, and we haven't really had many Druid moments yet. There were like a few scenes where they kind of lurked in the background, it seems. But yeah, we're still quite early into it, so can't say too much yet about the DLC. It's been fun so far though.
All must see that you are a just, resolute king. A stately and dignified execution is called for.
Well said, Eivor. I want no blood feud lasting generations, Thorstein. You are not worth the bother. Dublin confiscates your land and silver. I banish you forevermore. Be gone by sundown.
Bend the knee and show your thanks.
Best to you, King. I've better places to be than Dublin.
Father! Why choose weakness?
Give every enemy a length of rope. Soon they will carry your noose.
Peace.
I make my own luck.
Rule all Ireland. Flann Sinna has the power to make or undo my kingship and that of my son. He is the center of all. But Flann distrusts me. He does not believe I'm truly Christian. By showing Christian mercy, I begin to change his mind.
You are more shrewd than I took you for, cousin. Maybe Thorstein's release is worth a kingdom, but will mercy be enough?
That is why I must build trade. Flann will see that the strength of Dublin's ports is the strength of Ireland.
Show him the power of that trade, cousin. Obtain some rare item from afar, some spice or gem or weapon,
and gift it to him at the coronation. It will represent Dublin's reach and help secure my crown.
Flann will hear of your Christian mercy. Meantime, I will speak to Asar about a gift.
Meet me before the coronation. We will go together.
Okay, so Thorstein lives. I wonder if Thorstein is connected to the Druids in some way, to be honest. Kind of seemed like, you know, there's more to him than it seems. Also that he says, you know, I have better places to be than Dublin. Maybe a hint, I reckon. Yeah. Do I like Valhalla? I love Valhalla. Yeah, after Odyssey, I was kind of like skeptical where the series was headed, especially with the choice system. But Valhalla does a really good job making it work within the series. Plus, you don't get bombarded with choices, and those choices aren't always like opposite of each other. They're more like different things you can ask for. So it doesn't contradict as much with like linear storytelling. Yeah, Valhalla is a very, very long game. But if I'm being honest, I feel like there's enough variety in the game of like activities, locations. But to me it didn't feel as long as it was. Like Odyssey, I spent 50 hours less trying to do Completionist. Including the DLC. And I just was so burnt out because there's just always like the same types of locations. Often just camps and stuff. So yeah, I do really appreciate the variety that Valhalla has with like these side activities. And also it makes you think a bit more with like the puzzles that you have at every turn. Even if it's just like a little treasure or like a bigger mystery to unravel. You really have to actively engage with the game word. Kind of like find out what you're supposed to do. So we found the Hill of Tara. A sacred site since Neolithic times, the Hill of Tara was, according to Irish mythology, the dwelling place of the Tuatha De Danann. These gods brought the lyre Fel, a stone said to sing when touched by the rightful king, which doesn't sound plausible at all. In any case, the Hill of Tara is where the High Kings were traditionally inaugurated. And we're currently in chapter 3 of the Wrath of the Druids. To help obtain an exotic gift of Flan's coronation, Eivor sets about securing a new trading post for Azar. Okay. Origins is probably your favorite so far. You just killed the crocodile. Yeah, the crocodile quest is fantastic in Origins. Also, so sad what happens with Shatya. At that moment when, you know, Bayek is screaming Shatya to the crocodile, so it's the last thing that she hears before she dies. It's very, very powerful. And also the whole, like, you know, the friend of Bayek from the past turns out to actually work for the crocodile and stuff like that was a really well done plot twist, I feel. Somewhere up here is another chest, isn't there? Huh, look at this. It's kind of like a hideout. So hey there, Levi. Welcome back again. It's good you finished work. I'm glad to hear it. I have fully maxed out the settlement, Bam. Yeah, level 6. I've done everything basically in the main game. I didn't got all the like small chests, but yeah, I've done like all the locations. Refire's journal. I have left my life behind to devote my life to the glory of God, but Lord above, is this porridge is like warm slop. I pray that I may sustain my faith in spite of a porridge made by Brother Ain, which could pass for warm slop on a good day. Would that I could tell him, but my vow of silence prevents it, O Lord. Wherefore am I roomed in the attic? It is became the prior decree so, as I am too fond of wine mulched with apples. But did not you provide us with apples and wine, Lord? Is it a sin to take what you have bountifully given? These are the mysteries over which I must pray. This friar is way too concerned with his food. Determining his belief. Okay, so where's this? There's a treasure. First thoughts so far? Yeah, I haven't really seen that much yet, to be honest, Levi. It seems. We've just been in Dublin and tried to help our cousin, which is the king of Dublin, and his son, Siegfried. But yeah, we haven't really done much more than that yet. So it's difficult for me to judge yet, you know. But yeah, what I wonder the most currently is actually who wrote the game or the DLC. And if it actually has been Ubisoft Montreal who developed the DLC or another studio. But yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion just yet on the game. What do you see? I gotcha, Levi. Yeah, so I definitely like this location change. Ireland definitely feels a bit different so far. What I also like is kind of, you know, that they pay more attention to authentic Irish accents, it seems. You know, whereas Shay and Rogue was kind of a very bad example of an Irish accent, I would say. Or very, very exaggerated, unauthentic accent. So yeah, that's kind of nice. I also dig the soundtrack so far that we have heard. They seem to include more instruments that you would kind of like associate with Irish music, I guess, or folk.
is it I can do for you this fine day?
Ah, a blacksmith.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
There's a for Gunnar. So we could upgrade a light bow that we've gotten. The Norse Gelbo. Poison arrows when hitting weak points. Like, that's quite a good bonus actually. You're making some pasta, don't judge. I won't levy. I never judge someone
You've been eating nothing else?
wanting to eat pasta.
I will
can
see
definitely
you
understand
later,
it.
friend.
What type of pasta are you making? Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade this a bit further. Let's sort by category. There we go. Okay, let's upgrade the bow further.
Sure, it's a pleasure to see you.
What have you got for me today?
Ooh, look at that design. Spaghetti with more of the tomato sauce you made yesterday. Oh, that sounds delicious, Levy. I could definitely go for spaghetti with tomato sauce right now. My mouth is actually getting watery just thinking about it.
Done for now, is it?
I must take my leave. So long.
Ah, that's alright, Levy. Okay, how about we go with this light bow? Kind of like the design of it. And I think I'm also gonna change my loadout. How about we go for... How about we go for Baron's X? Then together with the Sinner Skull. Then on the Sinner Skull we're gonna go for... Let's go for the Igniting. And give it stun. And Baron's X, we have increased speed after each hit. Let's get increased attack when close to full health. And then we go for light damage. Then we have the Norse Gelbo. Increase attack further you are from your enemy. Let's go for increased critical chance after each hit. Works quite well with a light bow. Given that you have like so many, you know, hits in a row. And then I'm gonna get critical chance, I think. Yep, it works. That bow is huge for being like a light bow, actually.
Eivor, welcome to my shop.
I came to ask a favor.
It is pleasant to strengthen friendships. What do you seek?
Barid wishes to show Flann the value of Dublin's trade. Could we obtain a gift from a distant land?
This is the very problem vexing me. You see, I have acquired land in Rathdown, previously owned by Thorstein, in fact. But the land has gone to Thornendog, smugglers as well. Once cleared, its trading route will serve our heart's desire.
In this case, my heart desires an exotic gift, which would be...
A spice merchant I know covets pelts of fine fur. Rathdown has an abundance. It is a perfect match.
Spice is a gift fit for a king. Thank you, Asa.
It is north of here. You go clear it of smugglers, while I sit on my ass. No need for thanks.
Rathdown is north of Dublin. I should journey there. Sunan, guide me.
We also have a tattoo artist. A longship host. So it seems like Dublin is also the city where we just come back to kind of like take care of everything. Okay, so there's still a few things I would like to collect around Dublin. Or we go to the north. Let's get these treasures. And also go up here. Dublin is nice in general. Yeah, I'd love to visit, actually. I haven't been to Dublin yet. I will, Levy. And you can show me around the city.
Come on, I need a challenger!
How you do?
Ah, a thirsty foe! Sink it faster than me, you are the winner. Got a wager in you. Put your silver on the barrel. All in. Skål! Ha! We drink!
Ska indeed.
Gleyma eigi segja vera eftir orði, eins og ég sagði.
Oops.
Got some on your boots?
Damn it.
Don't hurl into the barrel, okay?
Damn it. What's up? Timing. Okay, I still got it, even though I felt like 4 times. This.
That was frustrating. Thor himself could not drink me.
You always laugh when Ava chokes. Yeah, it sounds kind of funny, actually. at this. More clothing. More stuff to trade. Yeah, that's a verse whatsoever levy. Take care. Actually gonna have to be closing off here in a few as well. But yeah, I hope you have a good one. Thank you for being here, and I see you on Sunday or sometime.
Go, Sunan.
Okay, so apparently there's like a treasure underground, is there? It seems. Save us, Sky Captain.
I should be cautious around here.
Welcome, and thank you for the follow there. Dynamite. Doesn't work.
What's this?
Go away.
Okay, let's go ahead and leave Dublin. We want to go to the north.
Yeah!
Look at this. Looks like ancient stones. Myrtidak Mac Eogain, King of Eliak 465 to 489, son of Eogan Mac Neo, died in his sleep. Got an Uneo artifact, which you can collect to open a secret chest hidden in Ireland. Interesting. Also got another 2 skill points, so which one to get next? I think I'm gonna get the Eye of the North. Or at least go towards that. So we get critical chance. And then light resistance.
I should not be seen in this area.
Okay, so this is a trading post and we gotta, I guess, take on everyone inside here.
My eyes. Smugglers. Azar needs them cleared away.
Works. Gotcha. The Reftown Trade Post. This trade post stored and shipped furs and dyed cloth from our best trappers and weavers. There are some holes to patch and other repairs, but with a little work, our furs and textiles will cover the world. Building cost. Deed to Reftown. The possessors of this document is granted all rights to gather and treat furs for trade throughout the kingdoms of Ireland, as well as beyond the seas. Interesting.
Are you Eivor? Over here.
Actually, hold on. Let me collect that.
You're one of Azar's men.
I am. Azar tells me you two are interested in furs to trade for a gift.
It will show King Flann the reach of Barrett's trade.
We'll get the furs you need.
How can I help?
With trade post supplies. We'll build up the post for better and faster trade.
Where would I get these supplies?
Monasteries are a good place. They'll have what you need.
I'm curious how you and Azar work together.
I gather pelts, treat them, and send the fur to Dublin. Azar trades them across the seas. We want to build up the post, both to send bundles of furs to Azar more often, and to store more to send.
Ireland must have many trading posts.
It does. Each post trades specific goods. Here, we gather furs, but elsewhere, all manner of things.
Thank you, friend.
Goodbye, Eivor.
Okay, so I have to find Irish cargo, apparently, which can be found by raiding monasteries. Okay, so pretty similar to how the renovating works in the settlement then. just realized we still have this marked. I wanna go there. We want to go up there. I quite like the soundtrack right now. I'm very sure this is composed for the Wrath of the Druids DLC, because I haven't heard that in the main game. To be honest, it gives me a bit of Watch Dogs vibes for some reason. I think it's because the string elements kind of work a bit like the synthesizers work in Watch Dogs. First one. But I doubt that's the same composer. Okay, let's call a longship. Then it's time to raid.
Let the sail out!
Let's hit the bastards!
Odin takes the souls, we take the silver!
To hell with you!
Keep your guard up!
Come, help me with this.
Supplies the overseer spoke of.
Floating, thank you!
Try the other way! Hey, come here a moment! Give me a hand!
Hey, can't do this alone.
I really like this, you know, weak points give you poison arrows ability.
This should be enough supplies to build something.
New ability, smoke bomb arrow. Okay. What is this? Attaches a small pouch to your arrow that bursts into smoke on impact. Blinded by smoke, enemies are unable to act. That is awesome. That is awesome indeed. Because what this means is it's basically a smoke bomb that you can deploy anywhere that you shoot, right? Which means in a way it brings back smoke bombs. Like even if it's smoke, you know, arrow, the effect is kind of like similar. You could even argue it's better than a smoke bomb, given that the impact is almost instant. And you can shoot like super far. That's amazing. I wonder what the upgrade does of this. Maybe it like also stuns enemies or something. Okay, so we can actually fast travel here. I'm gonna do that real quick. Because I will have to cut the stream short in a few minutes. So let's just fast travel real quick here. So we can get at least the upgrade there.
We build something.
Yes, indeed. The storehouse provides an area to better organize and store goods. When built, it increases the storage capacity for your chest in Dublin.
Well done. We'll send the furs to Dublin. Azar will help you find more posts to capture.
Goodbye, friend.
Ah, that's all we could get? Oh, there's more. We have a supply depot. The supply depot offers a refill of arrows when your quiver feels light and some rations for strength when you're weak from a fight. That rhyme. So I guess it's kind of useful if I wouldn't already have, you know, a huge storage of rations and stuff. It's actually quite useful for the arrows though, but not my priority currently. We have a workman's cottage. Provides a space where workers can rest and refresh without needing to go home, for those that have one. When built, the cottage increases the production of goods. Okay, that seems good. But we don't have enough resources to get this, so let's get the supply depot for now. Alright, cool. So yeah, guys, that is all we're gonna do today for Wrath of the Druids. I'm really glad I could, you know, jump into it and at least start the beginning. But yeah, that's all the time I have today, unfortunately. So I will be back on Sunday with the next stream. The plan is to essentially focus on Wrath of the Druids until we have finished the DLC. As always with AC games, you know, whenever something new arrives, I'll be completely focusing on that until it's finished. So for the next week, you can definitely expect us to, you know, play this DLC. Mainly, really. But yeah, Let's go ahead and have a save here. And then we're gonna find ourselves a raid target. Let's have a look who's online. Let's see. That's a very Scrammy. Thank you so much for being here and joining. I hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, that goes to all of you. Hope you all enjoy the time on the weekend. And if you're playing this DLC, hopefully that one as well. So I think we're gonna go say hi to Tydian. He's playing some Resident Evil Village currently, the new one. And yeah, he's also a good friend of the community. Hangs around in Maximus, playing catch-ups, Levy streams, and Sandra's also here. And yeah, he's a really cool dude, so I hope you enjoy the stream over there. I won't be able to stay for very long, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll be there for a little bit. So take care, and see you next time on Sunday.